If this is your first time to the channel, please do so. Make sure that you're subscribed. Hit that bell for notifications so that way you don't miss another video like this one coming your way. Also, don't forget to hit a like. You feel free to leave a comment. I get back to all my comments. It does help our channel grow. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of MOE'S Toy Room, come from My Room Tours. And today we got a super good one for you folks. Here is from Neca and Real Toys. Here is Halloween Ends Ultimate Michael Myers. As you could tell, you've been following me on my hunts looking for this figure. This figure is hard to find. Yes, I said that from an avid toy hunter that goes out and toy hunts quite a bit. I had a tough time here up in the Bay Area, in the San Francisco Bay, finding this figure. This figure is very tough to find, especially right now during the holidays. And also, online retailers still have not yet started shipping these out. So, but they are out there. I found this one at a Best Buy, and with tax and everything out the door, it was probably around $37. I believe that NECA at Targets are hitting, putting them on like sale, on like a sale price for like $27.99. And you could go online to like Targets and all that. I know here in the Bay Area, our online Target is offering them right now for, I believe it's $27.99. But you have to wait until like the 26th of December for that way you could pick it up. So, or you could go around and just keep toy hunting like I did. But the average price on this is $34.99. Yeah, on average US dollars. All right, folks. So here you see Michael right there. This is the final Michael that we got to see in the final installment of the Halloween series. Halloween Ends. Some of you may have liked this movie. A lot of die-hard horror movie fans like myself. I absolutely did not like this movie. I would have went in a whole different direction. And for the last two movies with Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, I would have had it more about him and his sister. Not so much outside help and everything else. You want to see the stock. If you want to see exactly what I'm talking about, just reflect back to the original Halloween 2. Even in the hospital scene, it still came down between him and his sister. It's just one of those things. I would have liked to have seen a fight to the finish between the two of them. And I would have been happy because this Michael Myers is kick-ass. I am just saying it. And for some reason, I think David Allen Gordon just isn't getting it. I believe that's the director or producer that made the last few Halloween installments. Absolutely loved the Halloween 2018. I love that movie. But then something went wrong amongst the midst of Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. But those seem to be the best looking Michael Myers out there, the more terrifying ones. All right, folks, so much jaw flapping. Let's get down to business. You can see the front of this poster art right here. Just stomps it, knocks it out the park. NECA just delivered. Thank you so much, NECA, for making a figure like this. You can see the bottom there. If you want that SKU code, there you go, folks. There is the bottom of that item. So here we go. We're going to turn it to the side. Halloween Ends written all over this thing. NECA Real Toys. Beautiful picture of Michael at the top. Right here, you can see more of Michael on the back right there. And then this beauty includes a pumpkin, knives, and interchangeable head and hands. And if you're looking at the poster art right there, that is what you could get your Michael to do with the right dioramas, folks. Look at that one, how beautiful that looks. You have dioramas like that, you are just set. All right, so then you got, if you want, you could screenshot that and read what it says about how he was stalking his family over in the movie. But it should have just been about him and Laurie Strode. Jamie Lee Curtis. Then you can see the side right there. More of the same of this poster art. We're going to check this out. We're going to open him up, and you can see right there how Michael looks. That just looks amazing. Look at that. It's just imposing. Just everything about it is just beautiful. And then you can see Michael on the inside right there with all his accessories. Michael has finally is kicking back behind his window of pain, locked in his plastic prison, and he has finally made it home to MOE'S Toy Room, folks. All right, folks, first off, tail of the tape. Our Michael is checking in slightly from bottom of foot to the very top of his hair right there, slightly below 7 3/4 inches. Yeah, he's pretty big. And to be almost exact, he's about 19.5 centimeters. And you're wondering, yeah, on screen it may not look like that, but you got to count in that little bun right up there. All right, I'm going to tell you, if this figure delivers articulate-wise, this is a runner-up for an action figure of the year for me. And I think it is because of the hype of it, the wait time. It was the same thing I dealt with the Jason, remember the Part 7 Jason, the tore up Jason. I absolutely loved that figure, and that was a figure that was waited for almost 3 years. I didn't know what was going on with NECA and all them, but I know one thing about this figure. The moment I seen this figure that NECA was releasing it, I was anticipating getting it. I needed this. Okay, I collect a lot of Michael Myers, and you guys already know that. All right, so I'm going to tell you, NECA, the way that this figure right now looks, NECA has knocked it out the park. Period. All right, so here you got Michael Myers right here. So let's just get down and show you what it brings, the accessories. All right, so he brings a really cool pumpkin. So you're looking at this pumpkin right here. Really cool. No, it does not light up. You could probably like take this off and maybe put like your own LED or something up in there. But it has a cool, unique looking, scary look to it. Yeah, it looks like somebody just carved it out of a knife. You know, nothing special about it, just very, very creepy, and it almost looks like a real pumpkin, and it looks like NECA had the urge to actually maybe put a push button on this, so I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe they'll do something a little bit more different if they place this Michael in a different box to reuse this part. I don't know what they're going to do, but I know that I think that they had the intentions on putting an LED in here. If they would have, it would have been flawless. This thing is just nice. All right, so the other thing is our Michael brings 3, not 1, but 3. Let's start with this one, the clean one. All right, so he brings, this looks like it's the 2018 knife right there. Looks like he may have had. Okay, that would have been the one. Okay, so you can see that how that looks. It looks very real, folks. And then it would turn into this. This would be what he would have had at the end of Halloween Ends. Well, Halloween Kills would have been this one. Okay, so you can see the similarity on how that looks there. All right, now, after being underneath in the, you know, like in the gutters and the sewer for 4 years, it would have turned to this, more of a rust with all the dead blood on it, everything on it. The handle would have seen some wear. NECA knocked it out the park. They even put that wear amongst the top there of a knife. You know, for some of you that know, that love cooking, you know how your knives can get decayed like this. You just got to take care of them, and obviously this one wasn't taken care of. So when you put the 3 together, there you have it there. The evolution of it within a span of 2018 to 2023. Okay, that's what I'm getting out of it. All right, so then you got the 2 hands that he has on, and then he also brings 3 other hands. So here is a hand that Lori blew off with that shotgun. Okay, was this in 2018? It might have been 2018, maybe this one. Okay, look at the decay and everything, how it looks. It attended, I wish they'd have put a little bit more of like a fungi or whatever on there, you know, kind of like as if it was infected real bad. But I mean, over time, you just never know. Maybe Michael might have broken into a place and might have taken care of his own hand. I don't know. You know, got the medicine that he needed to take care of it. Okay, so pardon my fingers, but you can see the decay and everything else on these hands. These hands look real. I mean, they look really good. You could even see the nails on them. Just look, they just knocked it out the park, folks. And here is the other hand. Yeah, they gave us another one of these. So yeah, you can see that amongst there. Pardon me. All right, and then you get an alternate head. So with this one, I could kind of see an eyeball in there. I'm not sure with the other one. And then you got like kind of that one eye that's just like a little messed up. So in the darkness, this is how Michael is going to lurk on you. So you can see the way that the hair looks. The hair looks a little bit more flatter and more just messed up on this one. This is a cool head sculpt. You can see from, I believe that's 2018, where he got that knife through the face. Whatever it was. Yeah, they knocked it out the park. This is a freaking kick-ass figure. Damn, the figure's nice. All right. The other thing the NECA threw in was they threw in a backdrop. This would have been the... look at that. Our Michael stands on his own. Look how good that looks. Wow. This would have been the underground where he was at. Where that imposter went and found him. Want to be like him. However, he got to be able to hang out with Michael. Just knocked it out the park. Because there's only one Michael Myers, man. And David Allen Gordon, if you're watching this, please understand that. There is only one. Don't try and make an imposter. Don't try and do like they did with Friday the 13th, where they had the imposter Roy Burns version of Jason. You can't do that with this. This is between two people, Michael and Lori. Understand that if you're watching this. Yeah, just understand that, and you would have had a way better movie. There shouldn't have, he didn't need a whole town. Let's just put it that way. All right. So here we have Michael Myers right here. This figure is amazing, folks. Just nice. I mean, I'm going to give it a turn. It stands on its own. You can see there, NECA has knocked it out the park. So somebody did it right with the Halloween Ends, and it was NECA. Just knocked it out the park. Could you imagine if Mezco 112 does a 112 scale of this? And Mezco 112 hasn't even given us a Halloween Kills version yet. Maybe that's in the works. I mean, because they knocked it out the park with the first one, and they knocked it out with the Halloween Part 2 version, which I have those reviews on my channel in my library. You can see those. But yeah, NECA has knocked it out the park, period, with these. And NECA is just punching them out. And so did Mezco. Mezco did a good job on the Michaels that they made. But we just need more. All right, so the only fuss that I do have about this figure is right here up in the joints. You can really see those joints just sticking out. Now, I wish that they would have hid that a lot more. Like from the side right there, maybe now you wouldn't be able to really see that. But then, well, from the side, you see that? You see the difference? But then, yeah, from the front, you can see how those hinges are right there. And that is something that I am not digging right now, is the way that looks. So that might take this one maybe from figure of the year, but it's still a kick-ass looking action figure. All right, so you can see the face on this thing. The face just looks beautiful as hell. Just nice. I'll get it up close on this. It's just my camera is just tending to focus on other things. It's one of those ones I gotta take it out that facial recognition. All right, so you can see all the damage through here, all the wear and tear that Michael has had, all the wear and the grind and the mold and everything that is growing on his jumpsuit all over, even down to the side right there with the leftover blood. I don't know if the blood, if this is fresh blood after he's done killed in Halloween Ends, or if this is old blood that he might have had on. But if it was old blood, it wouldn't have been as red. It would have been more of a brownish, kind of like his mosque over there. You can see that. But either way, this figure looks just insane. You can see all the mold and everything that has grown from where he's sleeping on in the sewers, everything going on. You got to realize he's down there with the rats and everything else, and just old grime and just all sorts of just nasty stuff, right? All right, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. All right, head does look down, looks up real nice. Oh, there it is. There's that side to side, that Michael Myers. We all know the love. That's the one that made this guy in part 1. Yeah, when he just did that, remember? In the original, when he pins the guy up to the thing, and he just steps back and just looks at his artwork, his piece of art right there. Okay, obviously you could get the head to spin around. It is on a post, so yeah, post system on this one. So you will see, you can see in the bottom there, for that way you could interchange the heads. So the arms the shoulders are only going to go up about there. They do not hit 90. So there is another one that will take it away from figure of the year for me, but still just love this figure. This is a nice piece. This might be figure of the year for you. So just, you know, no argument there. I could clearly understand if that's how you have it. Arms do go up and around. But I just have to keep it real as to what it is and call it for what it is. All right, so one thing that's insane, even though you get that hinge, those two hinges in the front, that tells us you have a double jointed elbow. So there you go. It's going to join up right there. I don't know. They could have easily have went with a single joint, and this figure would have just knocked it out the park. So, yeah, there you go. And then it does have rotation at the very bottom of the bicep, and it does have rotation at the very top of his forearm there. So there you have it. Arm does go up, and then obviously he has his hands on that one like little ball joint. I don't think that these are on a post, so they could be. So I would have to check and see when I interchange the hands. So same as the other arm. Look at that. Look how that looks. Looks just really, really cool. And then you can get everything just to move around. This figure is quite movable. So posable. If you can get a way to hide these a little bit, kind of like the way that he looks right there, man, just the pictures and just the photography that you could get with this, with the right diorama behind it. Oh man, the stuff that you can do is just magic. All right, folks. So right here below his bust area, I am not feeling anything. So this is one tight area right here. Very soft molded plastic throughout here. You can see that. You can almost push it in on him compared to his pants. So it goes from here, you can see that, all the way up. So his upper jumpsuit right there is a soft molded plastic, and then you can see his undershirt right there is molded onto him, and right here on his pants, that's just plastic, folks, so it's a little bit harder, but he does have some rotation at the waist. That's what I'm getting there. And then as far as his ab crunch, yeah, actually he does have some ab crunch. I am quite impressed with that. All right, folks, so then for his legs, oh, this Michael's very flexible. There you go. You have him right there. Look at that. Yeah, he's ready to take on Bruce Lee, right? Yeah, look at that. And then look at that kick. There you can see the hardware underneath. You can see that hinge work, that what do they call that? That crank system that they got right underneath there. So yeah, you have your Michael right there. But the funny thing is, when I did that, look at what happened with that soft molded plastic right there. See if I can get that out of there. Yeah, hold on, let me come back on that one. All right, folks, so let's continue our review. We are going to go right here. His hips obviously don't lie. He has great hip movement. And then the funny thing is on the arms, they gave him those double joints, right? But I think maybe what Neca did was they probably had the intention of making a single joint on there, but then when they probably did it, they probably said, okay, well, this part would be a little shorter, so the arms would look short. So in order to give them that long Michael Myers look, that the look of the shape, they probably had to lengthen the arms just a little bit to get it right, now that I look at it. And that's probably why they put that extender piece up in there, because right here in the legs, this is odd. They gave him a single joint. So that's what makes me think that they did that. And then he also has rotation, swivel, whatever you want to call it, right there at the knee. Okay, so if you want to look at his feet, he does have a tilt rocker on there on both feet. Super nice. And the feet do go, not so much on this one. Yeah, there you go. They do go down. That's about what you're going to get up. And I would rather take it to where they don't go all the way up, to have the pant leg right there versus having a joint sticking out right there. So Neca, good job on that one. Good job for looking out for us collectors. And you can see the boots there, how the boots look. The very bottom. Yeah, this thing, you know, maybe the boots should have had a little bit more wear, not unless he broke into a store and got some new boots. It's not like as if he's a complete just senseless monster, right? This guy's pretty freaking smart. So he will learn how to take care of himself. and he will break into a store to get what he needs to get. If it's boots, whatever it is, maybe he should have got a new jumpsuit, but with the brand new jumpsuit, it just wouldn't have matched that mask. That mask is just monster. It's just badass, folks. All right, folks, so you could tell he is on a post system right there. So we are switching out the head. Okay, we're putting his new head on. There, no, I'm having trouble getting that one on. Okay, let's see here. There it goes. Popped right in. Just had to get it just right. Okay, whoa. This is ferocious looking. Look at this thing, man. My God. What a freaking working piece of art. All right, so then we go, and you could go here and put the cleaner version in his hand if you wanted to. Show your Michael's head like that. There you have it, folks. Look at that. Oh, geez, just have him just lurking in the darkness. That's what Michael's known for, right? That's why they call him the boogeyman. He's the one that would be hiding in your closet, coming out of the dark. Something that David Alan Gordon, or whatever that producer's name is, should have realized. And then you switch it out to the other hand. I know a lot of people are going to give me bad feedback for downgrading that producer or promoter, but look how he butchered The Exorcist. Same thing. You know, something so simple to make, and he just, like Rob Zombie said, that's one movie to leave alone, and he went after it and ruined it. So, David Alan Gordon. But, hey, but anyway, there you go. You can see that right there. Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't have taken on The Exorcist. They would have been like, no. That's the greatest horror movie of all time. We were staying away from it, and that guy decided, okay, well, give me more money. I'll do it. Give me the money. Almost there, buddy. Almost there, but just not enough. Now, look at that. Now, this is the Michael that you see in Halloween Ends. This is the ferocious version that we should have seen, stalking his sister only. I can understand that there's going to be some victims. You don't need a whole freaking town, my man. Sorry. I'm so sorry to everyone out there who watches Moe's Toy Room for complaining so much. I was just anticipating this movie to be so good, and I even took the day off of work to go watch it. That's how bad I wanted to see this movie, and when I left, I was so upset. But now that I have this figure is just beautiful. I mean, just knocks it out the park, folks. And it's going to look so good at the end of the video when you see him amongst all the rest of the other Michaels that I have. Not all the Michaels that I own. A lot of them are oversized and whatever. They don't fit or whatever. And I still have them in box. But I pretty much own almost all of them, I think. But if you don't see them in my back display there, trust me, they're probably in storage or somewhere else boxed up. All right, look at that. Look how good that looks, folks. Looks really good and creepy. So then we can go here and you can see that. Yeah, it looks like that is on a post also. So you can see that, how that looks. And let's put on one of his alternate hands. It has the messed up fingers on it. I cannot get this thing to get in there. Okay, let's see. Yeah, no, I moved it down. All right. It moved on me. That's all. It should go right in now. Let's see here. Come on. Get in there. Yeah, karma, right? For downgrading the movie. All right, I can do this. Hold on, let me get back on you. All right, so what it was I happened just to have the camera in front of me and I'm reaching and everything else. I couldn't get it right. That was my bad, folks. But as you could tell right there, look at how that looks with the hand. You know, Maybe he could have had him to where he was just like this, and then he's looking at his hand like, oh man, I really freaking messed up right there. Look at that. I lost my damn fingers. Shit. Right? Now he's really freaking pissed. So he's like, here's your receipt, bitch. I can't wait to get you my sister. And yeah, now he's missing some fingers. Yeah, I know it sounds like a different review, folks. Not what I, not my kind of normal reviews, but I'm just saying I'm just really happy to have this figure, folks. Absolutely love this. So, and then here, I will go here. Let's see if this one will pop onto that post a lot. It's just that this post is just, but I'm reaching, so should pop right in there. It just keeps turning on me. I think I almost got it. No, I'm gonna have to pause this video again. All right, folks, so got it. There you go. There's our Michael. Yeah, what else can I say? This is a beautiful piece of art, folks. Love it. Which mask do you think I should pose him with this one, or the one that's more towards the end of the movie, at the absolute end? Let me know. Yeah, this one looks a little bit more like it has more of a bronze and everything to it, and versus this one that looks more 2018. Yeah, this would be the final one. That would be the one. I think I'm posing it with that one. That's just a kick-ass looking figure. All right, folks, so let's take a look at him with that backdrop behind him. Wow, could you imagine how imposing that would be if you seen somebody looking at you like that in the dark? My goodness. And for all you cosplayers out there that cosplay Michael Myers, and that just knock it out the park, good for you guys. Especially some of the ones that I've seen on some of the videos that others have recorded in these haunted attractions that look exactly like this. Man, you guys just knock it out the park. I mean, really, this is scary, folks. All right, so let's get some up close on this so you could see with our Michael, you could see everything going on. Pardon my hands, maybe there. Just leave it. Turn him to the side. Could see all that. Then you could see some of the mold that's on his back. All throughout there. How this looks. Even some dirt down here. Bottom of his. I just don't know why these aren't a little cut up a little bit more at the bottom from wear and tear. If the top of his jumpsuit just looks just so mangled and decayed. Alright. There's our Michael. Welcome home, my friend. Alright, folks, so here is our Michael in his new home. I don't know if that's exactly where I'm going to stand him, but I put him out in the front right now just for that way you could see. He's up there amongst other Michael Myers figures. So, yeah, we got Laurie back over there. Got that big old Michael. I got a few other big Michaels too, and you can tell that that thing barely even fits. And I also have like those Halloween 2-packs and everything else, but they're all put away, folks. So this is just my YouTube display. You got to have a Dr. Loomis. So my Dr. Loomis, he's a little shy. He hid behind Michael there. It looks like he's falling over. Another Laurie that back there behind Captain Spaulding. But yeah, I like him. What do you guys think? Are you going to pick this up when you find one? Or have you found one? What do you think of it? Leave it in the comments, folks. Alright, so from Moe's Tour to yours, good night, everyone. And thanks again for following me on my hunt.